Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Thursday, the 13th of May 2021. Hard level puzzle Sudoku coming in a moment. I'd just like to mention that I noticed that Tesla has suspended accepting Bitcoin. Not sure if suspended means given up permanently. I think not. But certainly for the moment, they're saying that the amount of energy consumed in mining Bitcoin is enormous. And it is. And I think people don't really appreciate this because we just assume, I mean, most people who are not technically savvy just think that clicking on some kind of digital payment thing might not be might not use up too many of the world's resources, but in fact the way that Bitcoin operates involves using a network of computers, and in fact the amount currently being mined, as was a term that they used for Bitcoin, is apparently equivalent to the entire energy consumption of the Netherlands in 2019, and they were equal, just the amount being mined for Bitcoin. So clearly that is a huge amount of resources being spent on this digital currency, and so there needs to be a new way forward on that, suspending until at least some kind of more effective way of using the currency. It would definitely be it's definitely the right thing to do, and we'll see how things progress from then onwards. Right, now, a hard level Sudoku puzzle today. Have no idea what that really means in terms of the Guardian, but let me just explain if you've never played Sudoku before, because it says something like this is not really hard level. I have no idea at this point. We have 9 rows across, 9 columns down, and our task, should we choose to accept it, is to fit digits 1 to 9 in each of the boxes. We also have these large boxes here, 9 of them, which contain 9 squares, and we need to fit numbers 1 to 9 in there. So the way to do it is to remember that a number can appear only once in its box, its column, or its row. So when we see a 2 in this column here, we know that it can't appear again. So there can't be a 2 here or here, or here or here, right? And the 2 can't appear here or here, right? These 2 squares are out because of this 2, these 2 are out because of this 2, and there is a 2 blocking along this entire row here. So 2 can't appear here, here, or here, or here. It's already blocked up here, but anyway, that's not the point. So we're focusing on this box here, and we see that means there's only one square that is not blocked by a 2. So we can fill in the number 2 there. It's a strange looking number 2. Anyway, have you ever said that in the bathroom? That's a strange looking number 2? I hope not. Right, what else do we do now? Same kind of thing. We'll see a 3 appear across this row, meaning no 3 can appear again. 3 blocking this row, 3 blocking this column, and that will give us a 3 in that square there. I hope you're getting the hang of it now, if you've never played before. The 6 in this column now, 6 in this column. There's only one square left in this right hand column in this box here, because we've put a 3 here, so the 6 has got to come here now. Okay. There is an 8 in this box here. See it? And we're going to look at this row here, right? And now we need to see that we don't yet have an 8 in this row, okay? But this 8 being in this box means that 8 cannot appear here, 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 or there, right? Because it can appear only once in the box. So therefore, there's no 8 here, there's no 8 here. So 8's got to appear just there. The missing numbers here now are 5 and 9. If we count along this row, we'll see 5 and 9 have to be the last 2 numbers that we can fit in here, but we don't really know where they go yet, so we'll just forget about those for the moment and think about something else. For example, this 1 that goes up this column, 1 goes up this column, 1 goes across here, 1 goes across here, leaving just that 1 square in the corner where we can fit digit 1. This 1 down here across this row here, 1 across this row, and 1 down here leaves just that square there where we can fit a 1 in the bottom box there. Okay, so usually we get, some easy ones at the beginning. This is par for the course if you've never played before. In general, we need some way in, some way to begin, and then, things get trickier from then onwards. How tricky they get, well, that's sometimes up to luck. It's really up to the setter, of course, the person who set the puzzles, but sometimes it depends on where you start looking. You know, if you get lucky and look in the right place, you can solve things very quickly. If you look in the wrong place, it can take a lot longer. I see a 3 blocking this row here, 3 blocking this column here, so blocked along here and blocked down here. That leaves us just one space where we can fit a 3. And when we take that 3 up this column and this 3 up this column, we'll see that a 3 has to fit there. This 3 in this column, this 3 in this column, and now the 3 we have blocking along the top gives us a 3 in that location there. And when we take this 3 across this row, back across, this is kind of swinging backwards and forwards and up and down kind of motion, you know. 3 blocking across here, 3 up here, 3. That's got to be 3. That's the only square that can be 3. When we take that 3 down again, this 3 down this column, 3 across here, there's only one square left there. And is that the last 3? Yes, it is. So we have finished digit 3. We don't have to concern ourselves with digit 3 anymore. Just the other 8 numbers. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anything looks like it's going to be very productive. I'll try and sort out the best numbers to find for you. Okay, there's a 4 blocking up here, and we don't yet have a 4 in this square here, in this box here rather, so that's the only square left. I think at this stage I'm going to start filling in some candidates. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to do this whole puzzle without candidates. So I think that would be the right option at this stage. So let's see now. Which ones to choose? There are several to choose from. Okay, let's do. Let's put 2s down here. Okay, so we have 2 blocking down here, 2 blocking across here. Gives us a pair of 2s in these 2 squares here. 6 is up here, 6 blocking along here, 6 blocking up here. This looks rather random, and that's the kind of guy I am, quite random. 4s, okay, 4 blocking along here, 4 blocking down here, so 4s will appear in those 2 squares, and down here in these 2 squares. If you kind of, you know, cast your eye along the rows, that kind of stuff like that. And 4s will block here and here, so that will give us a pair of 4 candidates in those 2 squares. So that's interesting, isn't it? Because it means that this 4 is blocking here and this 4 is blocking here, and in this column we don't yet have a 4, so 4 will have to appear either here or here. It's got to appear in this center row because we've got 4 number 4s, okay, in 4 squares here. So up here this has to appear in the center row. But we can't tell where exactly just yet. We have 7 blocking here, 7 blocking here, so let's put in a pair of 7s there. This 8 blocking down here gives us 8 as a pair here and here. And that will give us, okay, so 8 blocking down here, 8 blocking down here, so 8 blocking along the center now, so that will appear as a pair of 8s there. Okay, seeing something. This 2 across here, there's 2 across here, gives us a pair of 2s here. So this is an important step now. So if you come across something like this, you'll notice that I'm putting in paired candidates, not numbers that have more options than 2. Okay, now 2 comes across here like this and blocks, and 2 blocks here, so it gives us, must be a 2 here, must be a 2 here. 4 blocks along here, 4 blocks along here, must be a 4 here, 4 here. Now we had a pair of 7s that we found by looking up from this column here, but what we know now is that these 2 squares are limited to 4 and 2. They can't be anything else. So that 7 is not true anymore. And since it was part of a pair, we can now fill in its other candidate as a definite number. We know that that has to be 7 now. And we also know that these three numbers are not 4 and 2. We can look at the other numbers as options. No other number can come in here now. Okay, let's fill in the 7s as candidates here now that we've got 7 up here, 7 here, and 7 blocking there. What other numbers are missing here? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have a 5 yet? No, 5 we can't tell because it's... Oh, well, actually, we can get this... I've just realized we can get this number because we can find out what numbers are missing here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missing and 9 missing. So these have to be 5 and 9. Actually, we did say that much earlier on, but I'd forgotten. So now there is only one number to get in this section here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 6. So that's got to be a 6 there. Now we had a pair of 6s up here. Remember, that 6 is no longer true. So that has to be 6, and we're overwriting a 4. So that's got to be a 4 there. There's one number missing in this column now, so we can find it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5. 5 goes there. Now this has to be a 5, doesn't it? Because 5 blocking along here, 5 blocking along here. So that's our 5 there. That will give us a pair of 5s up here, 5 blocking up here, 5 blocking up here. I'll write in candidate 5 up here like that, just for later. I think that'll be useful. We also know that 7s are a pair here or here, 7 blocking along here, 7 blocking down here. So that's 7 there. You know, 7s are in the middle section here, but we can't limit it to 2 squares, so we'll just not bother with that at the moment. Okay, what else? 6 we can find, we have a number now. 6 blocking along here, 6 blocking down here and up here gives us 6 in that location there. Fives are limited to a pair. Okay, 5 blocking on here, 5 up here, so that gives us a pair of 5s in those squares there. This 2 blocks this square here, so 2 is available in 2 locations there. The missing number now is 5. We can't really tell where that goes just yet, so we'll hold off on that. Let's see what's missing down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 blocks along here like this, and 6 blocks along here like this. So in fact, we can fill in 6 here, and that overwrites an 8, so you can fill in the 8, and we've got the 4 here. We had a pair of 4 or 2 here. That's got to be 2, that's got to be 4. That 2 now means that 2 can't stand, so that's a 2. We're overwriting a 7. 7 goes in, and there's one number left to get in this box. It's a 5. So we put that in, and 5 now must be here, can't be there. Okay. 5 down here, we had a pair of 5 on 9, so clearly that's a 9, and that's our 5. Make the 9 a bit clearer. Okay, and there's one number left to get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 9. Okay. Okay, we are making good progress now, I think. The 9 blocks these 3 squares here, so that's got to be a 9 in the last remaining place there. The missing number here is 7, but we still don't have any indication just yet of which it is. Oh, there's one number missing in this row now. It's an 8, so it goes 8, and we can place an 8 in the top box here, this box number 3, if you like to number them like that. 8 blocking here, 8 blocking here, 8 blocking here, and 8 blocking here gives the very top right corner for an 8. Okay. Missing numbers here are 1 and 9, I believe. Okay, 1 and 9 are missing here, so that will give us a pair of 9s here, but that won't really help us. I'll put them in though. Let's put in the candidates here. Make it easier to see and give you some practice at writing in candidates if you haven't practiced it before. If you can hear people laughing and joking, that's my happy neighbour. One blocking down here, one blocking down here, so that's a pair of 1s in these 2 squares here. Something should be very easy at this stage. I know I'm missing something very obvious here. If you've seen it, well done. What's missing from here? 4 and 7 by the looks of it. Any 4s or 7s? No, not yet. What's missing from here? 5. Okay, we don't yet have a 5. 5 blocks here, 5 blocks here, so that's a 5 there. The last number along here is 9. Okay. So that 9 can't stand now, can it? So that's a 9. That's got to be 2, and that's got to be 7. This is why filling in candidates is useful. Helps you to speed up at the end. 7 blocking here, 7 blocking here. That's our 7 there. 7 blocking across here. That's our 7 there. Which will give us a 7 pair here. Right? Just filling in these candidates for you. Don't really need to, I guess, but let's just put them in anyway. Okay, what else is missing? Up here now we're missing a 4 and a 9 from these 2 squares, but this 9 intersects here, so that's got to be 9. That's got to be 4. There's one number left along here, and it's a 2, so let's fill in 2. The last number here is 4. We'll fill that in there. Almost finished the puzzle now, just a little bit more to do. Okay, 4 and 8 are 5. Okay, 5 blocking down here, 5 block 5. This 5 blocks this square here, so that's a 5. That's 1. That 5 can't stand. This is 4 and 8, so that's got to be 4 and 8 without even counting through the numbers. If you see one square, 2 empty squares in a column or a row, and one of them is definitely a pair, the others should be the same number. So we can see 4 blocking this square, so that's got to be 4. That's got to be 8. Down here now, 8 blocking. Down here is 8, 7. That's the last number here. 7 blocks this square here. One number to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 9. 9 coming in here. 1 or 9. That's our 9. That's our 1. That's our so-called hard level. I'd say no more than medium, but then again, this is what we really expect from the Guardian. I hope you solved that well and easily. No difficult tricks necessary, just basic scanning techniques. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to this channel and other Sudoku channels. Enjoy Sudoku, enjoy life, and try not to be too stressed about things. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye bye.